Madison. I'm going to be your counselor today.
I'm Rod.
Nice to meet you, Rod. So how are you? Did you find the place okay?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to find, but yeah.
Okay, that's good. Alright, so I just have to go over a couple things with you.
Okay.
So Durham College is a voluntary service, and although most people do benefit from counseling, I cannot guarantee that you're going to be 100% satisfied. It's also completely confidential. However, if there are some circumstances where I have to breach confidentiality, is it okay if I go over these things with you?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I might have to breach confidentiality if I suspect a child is being abused, neglected, or there's domestic violence in the presence of a child. If you're at risk of harming yourself or another person, a release information form has been signed by yourself that I can share your information with other people. If my notes are legally subpoenaed to the courts, or if you report being sexually abused by a health care regulator. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll just get you to sign that.
Sure.
Perfect. Thank you. Alright, so what brings you in today, Rod?
I was just kind of feeling depressed. I mean, with midterms and everything coming up, I'm not really sure where I stand on the whole emotional scale.
Okay. Have you talked to anyone about these feelings?
No, I just kind of feel like a lone wolf sometimes. I just kind of keep it to myself. But I feel like the reason I'm here is because I just kind of want to get it out for once,
Yeah, okay. How about your family? How's your family situation?
I mean, we're good. I don't really get along with my parents too well. Me and my mom are okay now, I guess. And my brother, we're all good.
Okay. It sounds like you don't talk to your dad too much.
No, I mean, I don't really see him often since he works nights, but I don't really care to talk to him when he's there.
Is there something that has happened in the past that makes you feel that way?
He's kind of a dick, to be honest. I mean, I don't really get along with him. I just feel like we don't connect,
Okay. Have you ever tried to talk to your dad about how you feel? Why maybe he's treating you like that, or how you feel the way you feel?
My dad's kind of like a man's man, like where he thinks like, oh, well, let's like not be offensive, let's scare or something. Like, you can't really be emotional around him. He's kind of like one of those straight edge kind of guys.
Straight edge, okay. So, do you think that it would benefit if you and, say, all of your family, like your brother and your mom, because you said you get along with them a little bit better, do you think that maybe it would benefit you to come together with everyone and kind of talk about it?
I mean, like, I don't know, we could try, but I don't really see that working out really well.
Okay. Now tell me, do you work or do you go to school?
Yeah, I go to Durham College. I'm a first year student, and I work at Target.
Okay. So how's your job going?
It's alright. I mean, sometimes it's kind of hard just getting up and going because I just hate being there. I can't stand just wanting to do something, where you don't feel like you belong.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of the same with school.
So what about school is it that you don't like?
It's the fact that, I don't know, I just don't feel like I have the energy to put up with things anymore. I just feel like I'm tired of everything. Like, just sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah. Okay. Do you feel like you're not sleeping enough? Like, what are the reasons behind why you're so tired?
I'm definitely not sleeping enough. I mean, I'm super stressed all the time. I'm always really wound up. And I try to keep it cool. I don't seem like I'm pretty relaxed, but it's getting harder and harder.
Now you said you work at Target. How long have you worked there?
I've been working there for about 4 months.
Okay. And how are you liking that?
I mean, it has its ups and downs. I feel like I hate it before I go and like whenever I'm at home. But once I actually get in there, it's not too bad. I actually feel like it's kind of better.
Okay.
It's more of a mentality where you just hate it until you actually go and then it's not so bad.
Yeah. Do you get along with your coworkers okay and everything?
Most of the time, yeah. I mean, there's some managers I could do without, but otherwise, I feel like everyone's kind of relaxed.
Okay.
I just feel like it's a really stressful job. They kind of expect a lot from me,
Okay.
and I don't really know if I can give them what they want, especially with the fact that I don't even like. It's not something I want to do for the rest of my life. I just feel like it's just kind of something I'm doing because I'm just doing it because I have to.
Yeah. Okay. So you said that you feel like they are like forcing you to do things sometimes.
Yeah.
So that obviously upsets you. Have you ever talked to anyone there, like your peers or your coworkers, about how those things upset you?
Not exactly. I mean, I've said that it stresses me out how they think we can like they think we're like miracle workers. They expect like the best from us, especially when we're new. And I think basically everyone agrees with that. How their whole mentality for the morning is just that you have to be perfect all the time. They don't really understand that you can have good days and bad days.
Yeah. Okay. So pretty much they're expecting a lot out of you, and you just don't know how exactly to handle it.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go back to school.
Okay.
What exactly are you taking?
I'm taking social service working.
Okay.
I guess my end goal is kind of just to be a counselor.
Okay.
I like helping people.
Mhm.
When it comes down to it, I feel like I can be a pretty good guy.
Okay. That's awesome. Now, what do you enjoy about this? Like, obviously you said you want to be a counselor. You think you're good in that sort of field? Okay. That's good. So you like helping people?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to inspire hope, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes you feel really down and you realize you don't want anyone else to feel the same way. So you just want to be able to help someone not get to that point that you're at.
I think that's awesome that you want to help people and that you're inspired to do something like that.
Thanks.
It's amazing. Okay. What else did you want to talk about, Rod?
I guess just life in general. I just wanted to kind of get everything off my plate. Like I just wanted to de-wind. I mean, life is pretty uneventful. I feel like sometimes I get bored of it, not because I'm not doing anything, but because it's so repetitive. And I'm not the kind of person who likes doing the same thing every day. I always want to do something different.
Okay. Does your family, are your brother and your mother supportive of that? They want you to do whatever you want in life?
I mean, not really. My mom's the kind of person who knew what she wanted to do since she was like 5. She always wanted to be an accountant. But I'm the kind of person who still isn't sure like where I want to be. Like, I don't see myself doing much in the future. I don't really see myself living past 30.
Okay. Why do you think that is?
I mean, it's just kind of like, you see the world you're in and you get kind of bored of it. You realize it's not what you want to be in. It's not, like I just feel like sometimes I'm born in the wrong era. Like I think if I was born in the 80s, I'd be totally cool with it. But the way society is these days, I'm not even sure if I want to have kids.
Is there things that sort of take your mind off of that? Do you have any hobbies? Things that you like to do that sort of make you see the beauty in life?
I mean, I like to draw and I like to do art.
Okay.
I like to go for runs sometimes. It kind of makes me feel better about myself.
Okay, well that's good. It's always good to have hobbies to elaborate and get your mind off things. Now you said your mother's not very supportive of what you want to do exactly in life.
Yeah.
Do you think that may be a reason why you're feeling depressed and just kind of hopeless right now?
I mean, I think why is because she just expects me to know what I want to do and where I want to be already. I mean, because she's had that mentality since like always, where she always knew exactly what she, like the steps she wanted to take. But I feel like I'm just kind of walking down a winding road and I just don't know where I'm going to end up.
Okay. Do you live with both of your parents, or?
Yeah, I live with my mom and dad and my older and little brother.
Okay. So your brother, is he still in school right now, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I see him like a few times a week, maybe, because their schedules over here. I don't really see him that often.
Okay. Do you think that your parents favor your brother over you, or?
My dad definitely does.
Okay. So you said that you loved drawing and doing art. How often do you do these things, like to get your mind off of it?
Whenever I can. I mean, drawing for me isn't just like, I'm just going to sit down and do this now. It's kind of like, whenever I feel inspired, I'll like picture something in my head and then be like, oh, I want to draw that later. It's kind of what it is. So it's kind of spontaneous, but it happens like all during the day. So even in like the middle of the night, I'll start drawing.
So do you think that you kind of use that as a way to get away from all this other stuff that you're going through?
I guess it's definitely an escape for me. Like just leaving my house feels like an escape, unless you're going to work or school. Second I'm in class, I just feel trapped.
Why do you feel trapped? Like you feel like you don't want to be there?
Definitely don't want to be there. I just feel like the way things work, it's just ridiculous. You always have to be doing something, like you can't do whatever you want. It's always, oh, you have to go to school, you have to do this, to do this. Like I feel like money rules the world and you can't just have fun without money.
Okay, so I understand that a lot's going on in your life, but I just wanted to know, kind of find out what are your long-term goals, like the next 10 years? What are some goals that you think that you can accomplish?
Definitely, I think I want to go to Europe for a few months, then backpack through Europe with my best friend. I want to adopt a kid, because I don't want to have one. I really don't want to have one. I want to learn to play 3 different instruments.
Okay.
Definitely learn to do that. And I just want to have a good life, you know?
Yeah.
Get into some extreme sports. I feel like if I was going to die, I don't want to die from extreme sports. I mean, like I said, I don't think I'm going to live past 30 anyways. So, it's not suicide exactly, but, you know, gets the job done.
Now, you've brought it up a couple times where you think that you don't want to live past 30. Why exactly?
I just can't see myself getting old. I mean, like once I hit a certain age, I think that's where everything starts to go down. You kind of start realizing you can't accomplish things. You kind of have that mentality where you just give up on life and you start conforming. And I don't think I want to conform to society exactly. I want to be my own person and I want to still keep my dreams. And I think the best way to do that is just not to let myself get so old where I feel like I have to depend on money. Because my values are right now aren't like that at all, but I've seen a lot of adults and stuff where all they care about is getting money and like how to plan for retirement. But what I want to do is have adventures and go and have fun, and I don't want that to stop.
Okay. Another thing you said was that you didn't want yourself to have children, you'd rather adopt. Is there a reason behind that, or?
Well, I just think like clearly my view on the world is kind of skewed. I mean, I think it's kind of a shitty world, and I wouldn't want to bring a kid of my own into this life just to have them think the same thing I do. So I think I'd rather adopt someone who's been going through a rough time. I know a lot of kids in orphanages have had rough lives, and I think that they would cherish things more if I adopted someone. They would actually appreciate things and they would see value in things because I could save someone's life that way.
So you're saying basically that you feel that having a child and bringing into this world would not be in the best benefit.
Yeah.
However, maybe if you adopted it, you'd show it how beautiful everything can be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's a good way of putting it.
Okay. So I forgot to ask you, what are some of your short-term goals? Something that you want to do in the next couple years?
Definitely, I just want to get through school. I want to be a counselor. I want to have my own at-home counseling. I think that'd be kind of cool, having people come in and just sit around and like feel comfortable instead of being in an office area. I know for me personally, I don't like sitting at a table all day. I feel like it'd be more comfortable if I could work at home and have someone feel more comfortable just being in an environment where it's not all business. It just seems more like we can just talk.
Okay. Do you have someone in your life that will kind of help guide you towards your goals?
Definitely for me, that's my best friend. I mean, the way he works is he motivates me, Like, if I had to rely on one person to save my life, it'd be him, because he's just done so much for me. Like, I don't think I would make it this far in life without him. Like, I really wouldn't. I try to tell him all the time. He's like a brother to me. He's more family to me than my actual family. And I think that's kind of like a big thing to me, because he's the one who says, oh, you have to live to be older than me, you have to live longer than me, because I wouldn't want to see you die, and that just makes me feel like someone actually cares, And he's kind of the reason why I'm not in such a dark place right now that I could have been in.
Okay. I understand that you said he's kind of the one that's there for you more than your family is. Does that upset you?
I mean, not really. I kind of get used to it. I mean, my family, we're kind of disrupted. I wouldn't even really call it a family. I mean, they're kind of just like companions who I'm forced to live with. I definitely think if I wasn't their kid, they wouldn't care. They would just be like, well, who are you?
Okay. I definitely think that with your friend, most of these things you can definitely overcome, and I think that your friend would help you benefit and reach your goals, long-term and short-term. And Rod, if you ever want to come back and talk to me, then you're more than welcome to. I'd be more than happy to be there for you and try to provide some support for you. And yeah, so that concludes our session.
I mean, this has been pretty good, I guess. It helps just talking about it, even if I don't know, it helps just getting it off my chest, I guess.
Okay. Did you want to set up another appointment?
Oh yeah, sure.
Perfect. Does Wednesday work for you?
Wednesday works for me.
Perfect. It was very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you for sharing.
Thanks.